Hey guys, today we check out the new loadout system in CODM Season 7. There was a huge update with the loadout system. It's been almost a week and I still see a lot of questions and comments about it. Seems like people don't fully understand how it works. They think there are bugs, and honestly guys, I've been testing a lot of stuff and I did not encounter bugs. So the way I see it is, if you think there are bugs, it's probably because you don't understand it. So today we're gonna cover everything from the copy loadouts, copy all, copy one, and how it works when you load into a game. Before we get into it, this video is sponsored by Call of Duty Mobile. Download the game for free, link in the description. Season 7 is live. Lots of new stuff in the game. Let's get started with the loadout. So first of all, first thing you need to understand is the game modes. You got 10 loadouts for base, then you have 3 more tabs with the game mode logos. But the game modes, if you don't know what the logos mean, you can always go to multiplayer rank, and if you click on the bottom right, the selection, you will see. So hardpoint is like the V with the crown, frontline, the 2 guns, search and destroy is the bomb site, TDM, the shield, domination, control. So these game modes are the rank game modes for now, at least. So what you need to understand is, whenever you start a game, if you start a TDM game, it's gonna give you the loadout you have in TDM and frontline, loadout 1. If you start a hardpoint or domination, it's gonna give you your loadout 1 for that game mode, unless you selected and checked another loadout that is not loadout 1. Now the base tab is for all the other game modes that are not included there. So free for all, for example, if you grind free for all, it's gonna be in your base loadout. If you load a game of free for all, it's gonna give you your loadout 1 for the base tab. Okay, so we're gonna change that right now. So let's say loadout 1, we're gonna go assault rifle, type 25, and rocket launcher. Then loadout 2, we're gonna go assault rifle again, with a knife. Okay, just to have 2 different loadouts. For my first 4 loadout, I did type 25 rocket, type 25 knife, SMG rocket, SMG knife. Okay, so we got 4 different loadouts, and let's say I want to use these 4 guns for all the game modes. So you can copy here and copy all. It's gonna copy all your 10 loadouts to hardpoint. Boom. Now if I click the other tab, hardpoint domination, I'm gonna have the same 4 loadouts. And check my score streaks are the same, the equipment and the operator skill, but then the other tabs are still the MG. Okay, so let's copy everywhere here and then copy here. Okay, just an example. So let's say when I play TDM, I like to use tag 5. Okay, so I'm gonna change on the TDM loadouts. I'm gonna put tag 5 everywhere, just because I'm that kind of guy. So when I play TDM and frontline, I'm gonna have my tag 5 on all my loadouts. And let's say when I play hardpoint domination, I really like the shield. I like to cap B. I like to defend the hardpoint with the shield, so I'm gonna put the shield everywhere. So you see that. Now if I play TDM or frontline, it's gonna give me my tag 5 loadouts. If I play domination hardpoint, it's gonna give me my shield loadouts. Now let's say I play free for all and I want to grind diamond on my new LMG. So I'm gonna put that LMG here. Okay, so now we're good. So not only you can have different setups with the same guns, you can also have different score streaks. Let's say for different maps. Let's say I play TDM, and on a specific map I like to have my cluster strike and my napalm, but for other maps there's too many buildings, these score streaks don't work. So let's say for loadout 2, I'm gonna change my score streaks. I'm gonna put RC, just for an example. Again, I'm gonna put random stuff. Okay, and that. Okay, so you see this loadout 1 have the air, and this loadout 2 have the small score streaks. So let's start with that, and this is where I think some people think it's bugged or they see problems with the new system. I have my MG82 selected, so I want to play and I want to grind my MG82. Now I go to a game mode, let's say here, and I want to start playing some TDM, and I start. It's not gonna give me my LMG loadout. because my LMG is only in the base tab. It's only for free-for-all and other game modes. If I start a game of TDM, it's gonna put me in the game with my Type 25 rocket launcher. It's Loadout 1 from my TDM tab. You're gonna see the TAC 5 and you're gonna see the cluster strike there. And you see, and it's a map with buildings, and I think my cluster and my napalm are not that great. But this is the Loadout Type 25 rocket launcher. So I want to use my other loadout. So loadout number 2 with my small score streaks and my knife. So you gotta change at the start of the game, and check my score streak there. So now I have the right score streaks for the map, but I don't have my LMG, and I wanted to grind diamond on my LMG. So you need to correct that. If you're gonna grind a specific gun in all the game modes, this is where I suggest you put your grindable gun, like the gun you're working on right now. You want to put this same loadout, or at least the gun, on all your tabs. So there's a way to copy only one loadout. It's not the copy all tab, it's the single one. So I want to copy my base 1 to HP 1, and I also want to copy it like that to my frontline TDM number 1. So that way I have my LMG on base loadouts, I have it on hardpoint and domination, and I have it on TDM. So see, it's checked here. If I start a game now of TDM, since it's my loadout 1 in my TDM tab, when I start the game, it's gonna be the right one, the same I copied just now, and it should load with the right stuff. See, boom. And then I start with my LMG, and once again, this is still my TDM loadout. So my loadout 2 is also the one with the TAC 5 and TAC 5 on 2, 3, 4. But number 1, I have to load again. But number 1 is still the kinetic armor, because I didn't change, I just copied from the base tab. So that being said, this is how you copy loadouts. You can copy all your loadouts. You can copy only one loadout at a time on different tabs. If you intend to use the same gun on multiple game modes, this is how you copy. And then you can just go back and change the operator skill if you want. So let's say I changed that loadout earlier, but I still want TAC 5 for some reason. I can just go back and change that. Now, some guys said nobody asked for that, but this is not true. For all the comments I've seen in 5 years, yes, some guys have different setups for different maps and different guns for different game modes, different operator, different score streaks, and it's the same for the guns. Some guys like different attachments on smaller maps. They like to rush, they like more mobility. On bigger maps, you like different attachments for better accuracy, better range. So it gives you a lot of customizations. But if you think about 40 loadouts, let's say you load in a game of hardpoint, you don't want to scroll through 40 loadouts at the start of the game. You have 10 loadouts for OBJ, 10 loadouts for that, and 10 loadouts for search. And then you can customize again. You don't need to use the same gun on loadout 1 everywhere. It's all customizable, all 40 loadouts. Now, about the check mark. So let's say you're about to play TDM. You know you're gonna play TDM tonight. You're grinding with the clan. You have to get some wins and stuff. You don't want to always load with loadout 1 because today you're grinding loadout 2. You can use your check mark here and check loadout 2. So whenever I start a game of TDM, it's gonna load me in the game on loadout 2. Let me show you. I'm gonna do that right now. We've taken the lead. Just to show it works, I load into a game. I have the right Type 25, the one with the knife, and the TAC 5, right? So quit. Now, one reason to copy the same loadout on multiple tabs is, let's say you queue for multiple game modes. Or for example, the operation variant right now, if you play shipment 24/7, it's gonna be either TDM, domination, or hardpoint. You don't know. So if you're grinding your LMG, let's say I'm grinding camos right now on my LMG, and I'm gonna play a bunch of bot lobbies. I know I want that setup, so I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna put it on hardpoint, and I'm gonna copy again, copy one on TDM. So whatever happens, whatever game mode I get, I'm gonna have the right loadout right at the start. I won't have to scroll. So let's say let's just do it, operation variant, and confirm start. So it's gonna be TDM or hardpoint or domination, and whatever it is, I'm gonna start the game with my LMG and my rocket launcher. All right, ready? So we load into hardpoint, and my loadout by default didn't touch anything. It's gonna be the LMG with the rocket launcher. Should be. There you go. LMG, rocket launcher, and my score streaks. Now, of course, the operator skill on that game mode, it does not apply because it depends on your personal buff. It's a different playlist. But again, if you play rank and you select hardpoint, frontline, TDM, and domination, you don't know what game mode you're gonna get. So that's the thing. If you're gonna get into TDM and you didn't select, let's say you select, okay, if I get domination hardpoint, I want to start with loadout 2. But if you get TDM, by default it's gonna give you your loadout 1. Always loadout 1 by default. So that's why I say for every game mode, your loadout 1 should be your go-to loadout, because anytime you load in a different game, it's gonna give you that one. And if you don't want to scroll every time you play a game, loadout 1 is your base loadout. So I did test a bit of like all the game modes, different guns, different setup, and I didn't have any bugs so far. It's always giving me what it's supposed to, if you understand what it's supposed to do. Again, but I think I did explain everything now, and it should work for you because it's working for me. Again, if you have some info that I didn't cover in this video, leave a comment below. I want to know if I forgot something important. Might pin your comment. If you have questions that I didn't answer in today's video, ask in the comments below. Someone will answer if it's not me, but usually people are pretty good at answering. And I think really that's it for today's video. So hope it was helpful. If it was, like the video, subscribe for more. And again, shout out to COD Mobile for sponsoring today's video. See you guys in the next one.